What a strike. Kicking off this triple threat match here. Vertical suplex. Nice. Suplex. Harsh impact. A crucifix. His shoulders are down. Devastating kick. Boom! Michinoku driver. Oof. And they kick out at 2. It could take more than that. Flying forearm. At the oh my goodness, crushing it. What's this? You gotta believe this one's over. But the head scissors are fire. Oh man, that's just nasty. Uh-oh, crucifix. Crucifix. Here's the cover. This one's not over yet. Balor shooting out of that pinfall like a bullet. Full impact. Boom! Michinoku. The champion into the cover. For a schoolboy. Uh-oh. And a super kick. Oof. Kick finds it. He's looking a little wobbly here, guys. Michael, his legs look like they're about to give out on him. Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules. Oh, stun gun. Oh, what incredible power. Wow, what a vertical suplex. Knife edge chop echoing through the air. The champion into the cover. Crucifix, pinning combination, and he breaks the cover. Not even close. Corey, we've seen unbelievable championship matches and triple threat contests over the years. You're absolutely right. The fact that a champion does not have to submit or be pinned or be factored in the decision at all to lose their championship is something that can influence their approach to the match. This could be all she wrote. Nobody does it quite like him. Finn Balor really needs to dig down deep and fast. Or get a shovel and call it a day. Caught with the elbow. Right on the jaw. And a knee strike. What a combination. Scoop slam. What a hurricanrana. This might be it. Oh, my. Here he goes. What a stomp to the back of the neck. The champion into the cover. The pinfall and the victory. Triple threats always deliver 3 times the action, and that one was no. These superstars didn't exactly set the world on fire, but this match had its moments, as we see here. Wow, that was some seriously painful action to watch. Watching paint dry might have actually been more exciting.
Here is your winner, and still WWE.
And we're ready to get this Falls Count Anywhere match underway. Ooh, that kick could be a game changer. Devastating elbow. Spinning kick to the gut. Ooh, what in? He's going for the pin. Yeah, I don't believe. Ooh, nailed it. Boom! Northern Looking for all the glory here. And an early kick out in this unusual matchup.
Just not enough damage done yet, Cole.
Neck breaker. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Oh, nasty impact.
Ooh, what an up. Schoolboy. No. Roll super kick. Here we go. Boom. Knee right to the face. The champion into the cover.
Some superstars who've competed in a triple threat match feel it's a good idea to have both a finishing move that brings you to a pinfall attempt on your opponent and a submission move that can make your opponent tap out. Given the chaotic and unpredictable nature of a triple threat, that sounds like a good plan to me.
Beautiful technique.
The challenger not in a great place. It appears his opponent has his number right now.
Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for competing in the triple threat match, and that includes having a finishing maneuver to put someone away for the 1-2-3 and a submission to make them tap out. There are many superstars in double.
Schoolboy out of nowhere.
I thought that was it.
Very nice.
Oh, what impact. What a stomp. Good grief. This might be it. Oh, my.
The champ's on the defensive now.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 19...
The end may be near. Here we go. The old... Oh, 619. What a frog splash.
Victory is on the horizon.
The triple threat match for the
Shoulders down, this could be it. Beautiful technique.
This is going to be big, one way or another.
Incoming. He goes for the cover. And a kick out.
So resourceful. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
And there's the reversal from Finn Balor. When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks. Uh-oh. In position. Look out. Here it comes. Oh, almost through the turnbuckle.
The challenger simply will not be denied. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
He's looking at it. Oh, nasty impact.
Nobody does it quite like him.
Super kick.
Here's his moment, Michael.
The champion into the cover. Retains the title.
Well, Falls Count Anywhere matches never disappoint, and this one was no exception.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well. Overall, this match was average at best, but not every match is going to be memorable. In fact, I've almost forgotten it happened already.
And still, WWE.
If their love wasn't apparent during that entrance, the WWE Universe is firmly behind Finn Balor.
Guys, I'm interested to see if any alliances get formed here tonight, or if it truly will be one-on-one-on-one.
You gotta believe this one's over. Bang! KO punch. Suplex.
Oh, flying forearm. That'll turn your lights out.
Harsh impact. Nailed it. He's got the shoulders down. And an early kick.
Got in this unusual matchup.
Too early in the match to end it.
Slam down hard.
And the slam.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. Early kick out, referee right on top of the action.
Yeah, this is way too early to be going for the win.
Vertical suplex.
Nice.
Challenger starting to falter. This is a dangerous spot for him to be here in this triple threat match.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a false count anywhere match, anything goes.
Running Hurricane Rana.
Lariat. Oh, right to the chest.
Corey, you mentioned the triple threat rules earlier. Well, this match type became popular in the 1990s when it also went by names like the triangle match in WCW or a three-way dance in ECW. When we talk about a triple threat match, something else about the stipulations that's important to include is that the match can also be contested under elimination rules.
For more than 25 years, triple threat style matches have been mainstays in sports entertainment. Triple threats are utilized to crown a champion, establish a #1 contender, or just to settle a score between three superstars who can't get along. Triple threat matches have also been decided inside 15-foot-high steel cages with ladders and in tag team competition.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks.
Oof! The champion into the cover!
Eventually, John Cena and Seth Rollins changed the landscape of the match by doing the one thing they never considered, and that was working together. The Beast survived 3 consecutive AAs from John Cena and a curb stomp from Seth Rollins. He's looking at it.
Somebody wound him up, and he's off and running.
Pile driver.
Can he end it here? Finn Balor really needs to dig down deep and fast.
Or get a shovel and call it a day. And a knee strike. What a combination. Pulls the trigger. Boom. A knee strike.
He's back in control here. The champion into the cover.
The champion retains.
These superstars put on quite a show. Here's another look.
This match wasn't exactly a barn burner, but we can't expect every superstar to be on their A game every time, I guess.
Look at him go.
This was one of those matches that had flashes of brilliance, but never quite lived up to all the hype. Good match overall, though.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion, the Superstar.
There's no doubt about it. That's a big pinfall win right there.
You could just see it in his eyes. There was no way he was going to accept a loss to any one of these two tonight.
I think I can safely speak for all of us when I say that was an amazing contest. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, and it's important to remember amidst the chaos of a triple threat match, that victory can be achieved in many different ways, and that it's every man for himself.
It's worth noting that a lot of people give ECW credit for popularizing the triple threat match back in the mid to late 1990s.
Boom! Michinoku. Driver. Oh, what's it going to be? suplex. Now hooking him up.
Uh-oh. Outrageous athleticism on the Hurricanrana.
Gotta wonder how this is gonna end, Byron.
Whatever happens is not going to be good. I can tell you that. What a Hurricanrana!
At the oh my goodness, crushing.
Some superstars who've competed in a triple threat match feel it's a good idea to have both a finishing move that brings you to a pinfall attempt on your opponent and a submission move that can make your opponent tap out. Given the chaotic and unpredictable nature of a triple threat, that sounds like a good plan to me. And the DDT!
As Byron mentioned, anything goes in this one, which means we're likely to see a liberal use of weaponry here tonight.
And keep in mind, Cole, the fact that there's no disqualification also means that anybody can interfere, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Ooh, what impact.
The challenger's taking on some offense. He can't rest on his laurels here. There are two other guys in there that want this match just as much as he does.
Well, he's clearly not used to competing in a match like this, and it's starting to show.
The good news for him is that he doesn't appear to have taken too much offense up to this point, but that can obviously all change here. You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which many consider to be the precursor to Falls Count Anywhere.
Watch the suplex. The champion into the cover. And there's the kick out.
So resourceful.
As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage.
Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point.
Avoids trouble there.
Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere.
Here he goes.
Oh boy, he's in control now. Things do not look good for Finn Balor.
Beautiful technique.
Now hooking him up. Face first. In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end. Look out, look out. This could be it.
That'll hinder your modeling career.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Keep your eye on this one.
Look at this.
He's going for it all.
Look at this.
The champ to the top turnbuckle.
Whoa!
Hooked up. Belly to back suplex. Oh, nasty impact.
Nice.
Shut it down.
Oh, there's a pin now.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes. Showing off some of his speed there.
Thunderous slam. If Rollins can keep his emotions in check, he can figure out a way to take this.
Retains the title.
Let's take another look at these guys getting after it.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well. The superstars in this one got after it pretty good from the opening bell. Can't complain about the effort, technical proficiency, or result here.
Here is your winner, and still WWE.
And so it begins. Despite triple threats being every man for himself, history has shown that the match's dynamics can create unlikely alliances. A participant must be ready to endure double team attacks at any time.
Ring rattling. Oh, what a slam.
They got slammed with authority. The mark.
Look at this. And he stops the count.
Harsh impact.
Bringing it back between the ropes.
Oh my gosh. Oh,
what a slam that hurt! Man, what a slam! Scoop slam! Oh, damage to the body.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 20th.
The champion into the cover.
Finn Balor quickly getting the shoulder up.
And the match continues.
Oh, what incredible power.
Wow, what a vertical suplex. The champion into the cover.
Finn Balor with an easy kick out there.
Too soon.
Oh, flying forearm. That'll turn your lights out.
Speaking of that classic Charlotte-Sasha encounter Corey mentioned, we should add that it was the first time ever that the Women's Championship changed hands in a Falls Count Anywhere match.
And guys, I will never forget the image of Charlotte tapping out to that unique bank statement in the crowd, surrounded by the WWE Universe. Oh, the Architect is rolling now.
Going for broke.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes. The champion into the cover.
And now one more time.
You gotta believe this one's over.
This is all but over. That one was even more impressive than the first time we saw it.
Just when you thought he had nothing left.
Uh-oh. Suicide dive.
Putting it all on the line.
Look out. Vicious attack.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which...
That one fails to connect.
Great idea by him. Too bad it was awfully executed, though.
The champion into the cover. And he gets the shoulder up. Wow.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage.
Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point. Vicious strike.
Champ's absorbing some offense here. He has an amazing opportunity here to cement his legacy as one of the greatest champions in recent memory.
Some superstars who've competed in a triple threat match feel it's a good idea to have both a finishing move that brings you to a pinfall attempt
And a splash!
Good night. History might be made here.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line.
Champion.
He might. Oh, clothesline! Oh, what a clothesline!
forcefully delivered.
Can he finish the job?
Nobody controls the pace of a match.
Here's the pin, title on the line!
Down with the Samoan drop. We may be looking at our winner here, guys.
I think that slam caught us all off guard.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line!
New champion! New champion!
Real close. Too close for comfort.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
Here we go!
Frog splash!
This is his opportunity to win this thing.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line!
This one got every ounce of that one. This could be over. Somebody wound him up and he's off and running.
Ooh, what impact. Things are about as bad as they could possibly be right now for Finn Balor.
Look at that. Takes him down hard.
You gotta love that kind of aggression.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line.
New champion.
And he doesn't stay down for long.
Remarkable.
This might be it.
Oh, my. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
The champion into the cover.
True testament to grit.
He's showing the heart of a warrior here tonight. Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Down 19-16. But can he follow up here? That should do it, Cole.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line. And the champ kicks out.
It could take more than that. Head scissors applied. Oh, look at this.
The champ is in a bad way here. His outlook is not good at all.
This has been one of the most intense back-and-forth battles I've seen in a long time. And unfortunately...
Into an armbar. Submission move locked in.
And there it is, boys. Nobody on the roster stretches an opponent quite as effectively. Well, that'll break you in half.
Here's the pin, title on the line. Here we go.
Dug down deep and gets the shoulder up.
This is amazing.
He's looking at it.
Here we go. The old, 619. Frog splash.
Give it 5 stars.
Here's the pin. Title on the line.
Broken up. And the match continues.
Balor looking to end it. 19-16.
Don't be surprised if you crown a new champ here.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line. If their love wasn't apparent during that entrance, the WWE Universe is firmly behind Finn Balor.
Man,
The champion into the cover. What a strike. Boom, what impact.
Now watch this.
Impactful slam. Caught with the elbow.
right on the jaw.
2016's Clash of Champions, it was another classic triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship. It was Bayley versus the Boss, Sasha Banks, versus the champion, Charlotte Flair. The match started out more like a singles match between the...
He's got him covered. Backbreaker! Nailed it. Oh, schoolboy! Shoulders down here! Somebody's got hops. Woo-wee. As Byron mentioned, the Pat Patterson-Sergeant Slaughter alley fight had many of the elements of a Falls Count Anywhere match. Most notably, I'd say, was the heavy weapon usage. Yeah, that match had everything from cowboy boots to brass knuckles, but more importantly, weren't you born in 1981, Saxton?
Good point.
Ooh, what impact. Oh, to the back of the neck. Jumping, leaping attack.
The challenger's starting to slow down a bit here. He looks incredibly motivated, though. Don't expect him to be down for long.
Hey, you're going to get hurt in a match like this. That's just the way it is. There's really no way around it.
DDT! Spiked him. Not much behind that pin attempt. Gonna take more than that.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Harsh impact. Beautiful technique. Oh, nasty impact. Incredible impact. He might have it. This might be it.
Oh, my.
Oh, it's over. The shoulders are down. And he's able to get the shoulder up.
Nice kick out.
Right across the back of the neck. Boom!
Super kick. But he's got to capitalize now.
Things do. He goes for the cover. A kick out before 3.
Everyone knows the Irish are about as tough as they come.
The Florida Keys.
Oh! Boom, what impact!
You gotta believe this one's over.
The challenger,
Here we go. Into the cover. It's going to take more than that to keep his shoulders down.
What a kick out.
Big time slam. Vicious. Takes him down.
In a major way, too.
Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
Harsh impact.
Boom! Oh, shows no mercy.
See, in that poor chair. It looks like a twisted heap.
Corey, you mentioned the triple threat rules earlier. Well, this match type became popular in the 1990s when it also went by names like the triangle match in WCW or a three-way dance in ECW. When we talk about a triple threat match, something else about the stipulations that's important to include is that the match can also be contested under elimination rules.
For more than 25 years, triple threat style matches have been mainstays in sports entertainment. Triple threats are utilized to crown a...
The pin's broken up.
Guys, the most important thing for a superstar to remember in a Falls Count Anywhere match is that anything goes. And I do mean anything.
I hope someone uses you as a weapon, Saxton. Face buster.
He's making a and he's able to get the shoulder up.
Oh, man, I don't know who to root for. You gotta believe this one's over. This one's over, guys.
Byron, before you mention the strategy some superstars have implemented for...
They're about as bad as they could possibly be right now for Finn Balor.
One arm hooked. Face buster. The champion into the cover.
He gets the shoulder up in time.
Yeah, it's gonna take more than that to keep him down.
This might be it. The champion retains.
Those three superstars laid it all on the line, as we can see right here in these clips.
These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well. Some pretty good give and take in this match, as these highlights show. These guys showed flashes in this match, but flashes don't exactly set the world on fire, as these highlights show very well.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion.
The Irish captor, Finn Balor, is looking to take all enemies hostage as we get underway here.
And Cole, I will be shocked if we don't see this one spill out to the arena floor sooner rather than later.
Finn Balor is in action, and I can see a lot of Balor Club members here tonight.
Byron, could you do me a favor and point them out? I just want to know who to avoid after the show tonight. Nailed it. Nasty impact.
His shoulders are down. He got body on body there, but that's about it.
Just needs to do more damage. Missile drop kick finds its mark.
Oh, the knees! Did you hear that?
Scoop slam. To the spine. Boom, face first. Oh, that hurt right to the kidney. Golly. Running Hurricane Rana. What a stomp. Good grief.
Corey, Finn Balor's shoulder injury has been well documented, suffering a torn labrum that put Finn out of action for 7 months.
Yeah, it did, and now it's a huge target for any of Finn's competition. Any game plan devised to go up against Balor should be centered around crippling his surgically repaired right shoulder. Somebody wound him up, and he's off and running.
This could be it.
Boom! I'm not sure how much he has left. Ooh, what impact. Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a Falls Count Anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules.
Oh! Look out, there he goes. Knocked right off his feet. Ooh! The Florida Keys!
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end outside the streets.
And on top of that, it's worth noting that anything is legal in this match, guys. The only rule is there are no rules.
Boom! A bad place to be for the challenger. And you have to wonder how much the challenger can sustain at this point.
Guys, he's really struggling right now. He's going to need to find a way to mount a comeback.
It's make or break time here. He absolutely has to find a way to get back on the offensive if he wants to win this match.
Guys, endurance is a trait needed in every match, but you need an incredible amount to last as long as Finn Balor did during his first Royal Rumble. To come in as the second
Penny predicament.
And how they survive that is anyone's guess. Not yet. Elbow drop with authority. Byron's still in awe of Finn Balor's Royal Rumble performance, and I agree. Finn lasted for over 57 minutes, a figure that puts him high in the record book. Something the kid from across the Irish Sea can show any doubters.
That display of endurance is a great example of why Balor is an extraordinary man who can do extraordinary things. His track record proves that doubting him on accomplishing the extraordinary would just be foolish.
Finn Balor is a superstar dedicated to giving back where he came from. Finn, Becky Lynch, and Sheamus' success in WWE helped trigger a growth in wrestling in Ireland.
Oh, and a terrific reversal by Finn Balor.
You know, Byron, in talking about Finn Balor,
This could end it in a hurry.
big slam.
Things are about as bad as they can possibly be right now for Finn Balor.
Did you see that?
Yeah, that was unreal. Game, set, match. This one is over. Confident, mysterious, and yes, a bit demonic. That's Finn Balor. After all, we're talking about the 2015 NXT Male Competitor of the Year, the overall Competitor of the Year, and that should do it. Things do not look good for Finn Balor.
Beautiful technique. Goes down hard. Elbow drop.
Piercing.
There's definitely a confidence and mystery about the man who named himself after the Irish mythology warrior named Finn, and a warrior King Balor. Finn can also be, let's say, a bit demonic at times.
The champion into the cover. Here he goes.
He looks to be losing a bit of leverage here.
When it comes to Falls Count Anywhere matches, for my money, there are few better than the November 2016 battle between Charlotte Flair and Sasha Banks.
He has him right where he wants him.
Finn Balor is in position. 19-16.
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Finn Balor can draw the curtains on this one.
This is what makes him
Nail it.
Champ needs to hurry here. Things do not look good for Finn Balor.
Speaking of that classic,
That's how you successfully defend your title.
He's got him covered.
retains the title.
Here's another look at some of the previous action, giving their fans their money's worth and more.
These superstars gave as good as they got, and these fans got their money's worth from the opening bell. Tough to top that one, folks. We were lucky to be here to witness a match filled with technical prowess, amazing moves, and seemingly non-stop
Here is your
action.
winner, and still WWE Champion, the Superstar.
Well, that one was over. I would be remiss if I didn't mention, and it's important to remember amidst the chaos of a triple threat match, that victory can be achieved in many different ways, and that it's every man for himself.
Guys, I'm interested to see if any alliances get formed here tonight, or if it truly will be one-on-one-on-one.
This might be it.
Oh, my.
Uh-oh. Ooh, there's the kick. Second rope. Oh, nasty impact. Ooh, there's the kick. Second rope. The old Panama Sunrise. Oh, man. Real quick, in case we have any newbies watching, a falls count anywhere match means that this contest can literally end anywhere. Simple, right? Even Saxton can understand those rules. The Florida Keys! Boom!
Shoulders on the mat. No, they're not done yet, not even close.
Wow, what a display of heart and determination.
In describing this match, Corey, you said it can end anywhere, which means we could see this match conclude in the ring, the stands, the locker room. Heck, it could even end outside the streets.
And on top of that, it's worth noting that anything is legal in this match, guys. The only rule is there are no rules.
He's looking at it.
Harsh impact. Oh, it's over. Things do not look good for Finn Balor. Boom!
The old Panama Sunrise.
And a pin attempt. Can you believe this battle's not over yet?
Not yet. Beautiful technique. What a stomp.
Good grief.
And Finn Balor is larger than life out there.
Ooh, what impact. Nice calf kick. Great elevation.
You know, I'd say the Falls Count Anywhere match was popularized back in the Attitude Era, but before that, I remember Pat Patterson and Sergeant Slaughter's famous 1981 alley fight, which many consider to be the precursor to Falls Count Anywhere.
Ooh, what an... Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up.
The triple threat match for the Raw Women's Championship was another example of the incredible competition between the female superstars of WWE. Charlotte was physically dominant and fighting off the challenges of Bayley and Sasha Banks. At one point, the Queen even landed a moonsault on both their opponents at the same time. But the Boss and Bayley put it all on the line and kept fighting.
There were several near pinfalls during this battle, but in the end, as it should be, the Queen exhibited her genetic superiority by fighting off both her challengers. After drilling Bayley with a boot to the face, the Queen pinned the hugger and
He's going for the pin. Well, guys, the referee should have it relatively easy here tonight because, as you know, in a Falls Count Anywhere match, anything goes.
And Finn Balor slips out of harm's way.
Extraordinary elusivity.
Knocked him right off his feet.
Yeah, no kidding. Hard to argue your take on this match, Michael. When there are no rules to enforce, the official's sole responsibility in a match like this is to simply
Looking for a repeat.
somebody wound
Oh, what impact.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, that was unreal.
The champion is in serious jeopardy here tonight. I don't think I've ever seen a more determined challenger. Oh, did you see that?
Yeah, that was unreal.
The champion into the cover. Oh, schoolboy.
He's got the shoulders down. He got body on body there, but that's about it.
He just powered out there, Cole.
You gotta believe.
Wait a minute. Schoolboy. Shoulders down. Is it enough?
Digging deep for a kick out.
That's all right, Cole.